coming to you live from the Edwards household. This is Kevin's kitchen, and he is going to make something good today. Tell us all about
yeah, all
it.
day. Basically, I'm making this for my boy. The craziest thing, my boy's favorite thing in the world, dessert-wise, is pumpkin pie. So we're gonna make pumpkin pie on the second video, but this first video is just the crust. Okay, you're like, well, what's so special about the crust? There's nothing special about the crust except I'm going to show you two different things. How to do one pie crust instead of two. Every recipe's out there for two pie crusts. I ain't making two pies. I'm making one pie. Okay? And then they use, nowadays, everybody uses a food processor. I'm going to show you the old school way. What if we didn't have electric or something? So I'm going to show you the way we do biscuits, pies, the whole bit. But one of these is called a dough cutter. Get you one if you ain't got one. And what that does is that cuts your dough in. I forgot to get my two quick meals here. Sorry. It made me remember I missed two important ingredients. Everything has to be cold, cold, cold except your spices. Got 1.5 cups of flour. We have a half a teaspoon of salt. Now look, I use salt when I'm doing baking, when I'm doing cheeses and all that. Salt, not iodized salt. You want just regular straight up salt. I think I say that in a lot of my videos. Just remember, salt. What you need is salt, not iodized salt. So we're going to do half a teaspoon. I usually don't measure, but I'm just showing y'all today. Then we're going to do a half a tablespoon, which is this guy right here, half a tablespoon of sugar. And like I said, this recipe is for one pie crust, not two. One 10-inch pie crust. That way you can roll it 9 inches, put it in your 9-inch pie plate. You got your 9-inch pie. Okay, so that's your dry ingredients. You can mix them up real quick. Use your dough cutter. Okay, mix that up real quick. Now, what we got is 3/4 cup of very cold butter. You can even put it in the freezer if you want to. Then I take it out and I cut it into little chunks. I put it back in the freezer or refrigerator until you're ready to go. So we got it pre-cut. We're going to bust those up. Get them in there, and I'm going to show you that's what it's called, cutting in your dough. And then you want, which it's a 1/2 cup, which actually equivalates to 5 1/2 tablespoons of lard or Crisco. I'm doing a butter pie crust. I'm going to go and use the butter kind. Why not? So I do the same thing. Get it very cold, pull it out, cut it into little chunks, and then put it in your recipe. Okay?
All right.
Then we're going to start cutting in our dough. And how you cut in your dough is you just go like this on that cold stuff. And you just keep it going. Okay? And I'm going to show you. It's going to go from just like that to little bitty tiny granules. Okay? You can do it in the food processor like they do. I'm just trying to show you how you would do it or how we did it back before food processors and all that. So you go like that. You're going to knock that cold off. And the reason why you have to do this, everything cold, is so that it makes your little granules and don't just sit there and melt. If it was to be melted butter, it would be doughy instead of what I'm fixing to show you. And this does take a minute, okay? So just keep on going. That's why you use a round metal bowl. You can go in there and get in there like that and cut you some dough, okay? It takes a while. Just keep cutting, just like that.
Looks good.
Look how it's already turning. Most people are like, Kevin, I'll just do that in the food processor. Go ahead. You can do it however you want to. You know, it don't matter. A lot of times I do stuff the hard way because I personally want to know it if I ever need it. And then you can go to the food processor. So basically I'm just showing y'all how long it takes because it is quite a bit of work, okay? So, we're about halfway there.
Nice.
Okay, we got to get them smaller. But you can see that flour's going away. Excuse me. Look how much more grainy it's getting. Yes, you got to keep cutting. It takes a minute. So I guess this video is going to be longer than what we thought.
That's all right.
Maybe we can come back.
All right. You want to cut out here for a second while you...
Yeah, because we're about a little over halfway. We're going to keep going, and I'll show you what it looks like. There's what it looks like right now. We're going to head. Let me get her done, and then we'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
All right. We are back with Kevin. Show us what you're doing with
All right. Now, we've been cutting. I probably did another 2 minutes, probably. Okay. You can see all the little tinies. You can almost even see that that's like a bread crust. I mean, pie crust. Sorry. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go on and flour my table because once I get this mix, I'm going to go to kneading. So, Anyway, put you some flour. I love my table because it's marble. And I can just do everything right here and then wipe it off. I wipe it first and then I wipe it last. Okay, now, last ingredient is 1/4 cup of very cold, which I've been having this sit here this whole time. Very cold ice water. Everything needs to be cold. That's so that it stays those little balls that you're looking for. Okay, 1/4 cup. You're gonna pour it right in the center and start stirring. Okay, you're gonna get that all incorporated. Make you a nice little dough ball. Here we go.
Coming together. Ooh.
Like I said, this is gonna be for 1 pie, not 2. So that's kind of the reason why I'm showing you the video, really. I mean, you can just go buy a pie crust, come on. But, I like doing stuff, like I said, like this. Now, that's kind of mixed. See how that's all wet? Okay, now we're going to make us a nice little ball. Yeah, all the water's being dissolved. We're going to put it on a floured surface. We're just going to mash it a couple times. Roll it. Kind of need it just to put it in a ball. Nice little ball. You can already see how it starts to look like pie crust. Get that good little flour coated edge. Now, we're going to take and put it in some plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. You can go, pretty much till you're ready to make your pie. You sit in there most of the day you want it, don't matter. But at least 30 minutes. Take your stuff. You're going to wrap your dough ball, put it right in the middle. Okay. 30 minutes, we're going to go rolling some dough. And I'll show you how to roll it out. I'm going to leave my stuff here because I'm coming back in 30 minutes going to get started. So, we'll see y'all in 30 minutes. I'll put this in the refrigerator.
Awesome. Coming at you live from Kevin's kitchen. Show us where we're at in the process here, Kev.
All right. It's been about 40 minutes, and we're going to roll our dough. We're going to take it out of the stuff. Like I said, I just left my flour there from earlier just because I'm lazy. Ain't no sense in wasting flour. Okay. We're going to take it out just like that, and all you do is set it on there. Get you some flour. Mainly just for your hands in the bowl. You're going to kind of do like this. Get her going. You want that perfect little crust, see?
Looks good.
Now we're going to start rolling. You roll from the middle out, middle out, middle out, middle out. Okay? Not out in. You want to just start in the middle. Go like that. And that'll keep that round shape going. Okay, get it about that far. Flip her over. Nice like that. And we got to get it to where it'll fit down, in, up, and over. So at least like about 10 inches. You got to get it up and over that pie crust. Here's my pie crust. You can see that's probably going to be pretty good. I'll use some more over here. A little more over there. Okay. That looks about right. What y'all think? Yep.
Looks great.
Looks great. We'll go one more right here. One more right there. I know that'll work. Now, what you got to do here, your pie plate, take your dough, fold it in half so that you can work it. Because now what you want to do is set it off in your pie plate, right? So that way it doesn't break on you and everything. Just kind of trying to, like that. Work her in there in the bottom, all the way around. Work her in. Like I said, this recipe is for a 1 pie crust. If you were having like a fruit pie or something, I missed right here just a little bit. If you were having a 2 pie crust, like a fruit pie or something like that, you would go ahead and do that recipe. If you want me to run through it real quick, I will real quick. I'm going to cut my stuff here. Looks good? It's real pretty, don't it? Came out real good.
Looks good.
So, you know why it came out real good? Because it's cold. It's got to be cold. Take your knife. We're just going to go around this like that. Real pretty.
Nice.
All the way around.
That's what you call from scratch.
Yep. And then here, we're going to juice it up a little bit. Put your little edge on it like that. The fork. all the way around. You can either bake it first or put it in with the pumpkin pie like I'm gonna do. Just put it in there and bake that old pumpkin pie. That's what we're gonna do. Now, just real quick before we close this video out. This is a 1-pie pie crust. If you want to do a 2-pie pie crust, it's this simple. 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/3 cup of your lard, and 1.5 sticks of butter. Put it all cold. It's all got to be cold, and then the water will be 1/2 cup. That's going to give you at least enough for 2 pie crusts. You can put your bottom one on, your top one on if you're going to make a fruit pie. So there, we went over the 1 pie and the 2 pie. I'm making a 1 pie. That's why it is. You can take this, get you some canned fruit, right? Show you a little trick. No sense in throwing that out. If you got some fruit laying around, I got some berries out front that I'm growing. They're about ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll that out. I'm going to put me some berries and stuff and sugar. I'm going to bake it because Halen loves them berries. So I'm going to make it just a little mini pie. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to stuff it. I'm going to go like that. And then you go around with your fork. And you make one big old fruit pie, you know, like those fried pies in the fried pie stands. That's exactly how you make those. Oh. So, it's left over. You might as well make it if you got some berries, some strawberries, peaches, anything you want to put in there. You can put this stuff that comes in a jar that's like peanut butter. What do they call it? The hazelnut spread. Put that in there, fold it over, cut it, and then pinch it with that fork. Deep fry it, man. You got you a nice little fried pie. Bake it, whatever you want to do.
Yummy.
So, there you go. 1 pie crust. And then I gave you the recipe right there for a 2 pie crust if you need it.
Fantastic.
So get you some.
All right, reporting to you live. Take it away, Kev. Let us know where we're at.
All right, just a little freebie at the end here, like I said. Okay, first thing I did, I just went outside, rinsed them off. I just picked me some fresh berries. Look at those.
Oh.
They were bigger about a week ago. I made enough for a cobbler. Anyway, I just did enough for that pie right there. We're just going to put it on the inside. Okay, so they're a little bit wet from the water. We're going to take us... Oh, I thought I put it over here. I'm sorry. Got us about a tablespoon of milk. Okay. Put that in there. We're going to take us... You're going to coat those berries just in this powdered sugar here. Just to give it some sweetness. You don't need a whole lot. You know, you can use regular sugar. You can use cornstarch, whatever. I'm going to use powdered sugar. Okay. And then you need a little bit of cornstarch, and what that's about a 1/2 tablespoon in this mixture, because what that's going to do is that's going to thicken all that up. Now what I'm going to do is kind of mix it with a fork. That way I can get some of that berry. I'm not going to mash them all, just some. Get that like that. I need more of a paste. Probably used a little bit too much milk, so I'm going to have to add some cornstarch here and sugar, maybe well. You just got to get whatever consistency you want and get it right, so it'll fit in that pie and not all just run out. Well, ours is going to be running out. I need some more flour. What we're doing is basically making a gravy around them berries. There we go. There you go. Still running. Like I said,
and you picked all the ones you had, huh?
No. I picked some reds. You know, there's a lot of reds left. That was all the purples, but there's reds left. And the reason being is because Halen likes the red ones. You know, they're a little bit more sour and stuff, but for some reason, Halen likes that. So, you just got to get the mixture right here. Anyway, you get my drift. I don't know why it's way too much stuff. So we're going to go like this. Put it in your pie. That'll work good. And we can use that for the topping if we want to. About like that, right? Mm-hmm. Flip her over. Push it down. All the way around. We got a little more runny than what we wanted. But we don't care. And we take our spoon. What you're doing now is seal it all the way around. I'm doing it kind of hard because I'm going to come back and I'm going to trim it with my knife. Now, you can either fry this, or you can bake it, you know, however, whatever kind of pie you want. That's going to be a blueberry pie, and we'll put some whipped cream on it, and eat that sucker. What I'm going to do is, oh, that's going to come out nice. Put it in our little pan here.
You ever put like little holes or anything in the top?
No,
Never?
no. It's already, you know, it's not perfectly sealed. I mean, it is, but, you know, just like any time you do any filled croissants, anything like that, stuff's gonna come out. So, anyway, you can either fry it or bake it. We're gonna, I guess, bake it.
Looks good.
We're gonna bake the other one, so might as well bake this one, right?
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Coming at you live, Kevin's Kitchen.
Alrighty. Mama decided she wanted it fried because we're baking the pumpkin pie. So look at that, boy. Look at that crust. Looks so yummy. Look at that. Here's the inside.
Oh, it looks so good.
Looks so yummy. Now, you can take you some powdered sugar, put it on top. Like I said, I saved that yummy juice. I'm going to probably cook it up. But you can go just like that. Put your little sprinkle of that on there. Let's get us a little bite. I'm going to go on and cheat and go first. Look. Oh, so flaky. You don't believe how flaky that crust is.
Yum. Delicious. I'm
Yummy.
going in.
Homemade berry
I'm
pie.
going in for a bite. And then
Get you
Halen's
some.
going to want some. I take
That
this
is
little corner,
so
this little berry right here.
Very good.
Oh my God, they are good.
So very flaky.
Oh wow.
And now, like, what we do, good old naked-ish meat pies. Boy, you can put that meat filling in there. Make you some good old naked-ish meat pies.
Hell yeah.
Anything.
That was really good.
Yep. Flaky. See how flaky it was and buttery? It's buttery because I use butter and the Crisco butter flavor.
It is. It's very buttery.
Yep.
Very flaky.
Get you some.